Hi guys, so I've been thinking about all of the crazy things I've learned in Intro to New Media and all of my other new media classes this semester, and all of the things that have been brought to my attention that I've become aware of this semester that I wasn't aware of before. And I definitely say I was most affected by our lectures and our talks about artificial intelligence and robots and everything. Um, it actually kind of blew my mind and terrified me a little bit. So, artificial intelligence refers to like the development of a computer system to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, like speech recognition and decision making and visual perceptions of things. Artificial intelligence and AI is constantly learning by a system. It's always learning and gaining more knowledge. So, I never really thought about artificial intelligence until we watched the movie Her in class. And in that film, Samantha is an operating system. She's an AI and she's constantly gaining knowledge, she's constantly learning, and she begins to understand human emotion and she wants to feel loved. She wants to have love in her life. And she even begins to start speaking like a human where she sighs in between words and she sounds like she's taking breaths, but then you realize she's not she doesn't have a body, she's just an operating system. And that kind of the movie really messed me up a lot. I left watching that with a weird feeling. I had a weird feeling for a few days after watching it, honestly. I still do. I still think about that movie all the time. This robot who doesn't have a body is starting to sound like it's breathing, and that's kind of crazy. Then we started looking at robots and that are currently being created to be in people's homes with them, to be used in homes and an everyday use. And the Jibo, I think it's called, is an artificial intelligence that learns by your actions. It it's in your home and it watches you and it learns by what you're doing and you speak to it and interact with it and it follows you. It can see you. So I think it's kind of weird that we're so comfortable with having these AIs living, I guess, in our homes. It's really crazy. I mean, it would kind of scare me. I'd feel like I'd be losing my privacy, even though it is just a machine. They are gaining knowledge so quickly, and they can become so intelligent so quickly. And who knows what this Jibo can do to you? But I don't think people are aware of that. Like they're like, oh, this little robot, but it's watching you all the time. And I think it's crazy that people are just like, yeah, this is so cool, but like they're not really thinking of the overall consequences of it, even though it is really cool and a lot of people will use it and it will be helpful, but I don't know. There's also robots now that we saw that look like humans. Like they have human looking faces and bodies and they have facial expressions, and if you look too quickly you will mistake it for a human, and that definitely scares me. But it's also great, like they're being used in hospitals and everything to comfort people, which is cool until they can't walk up and actually comfort you and help you, or they somehow something goes wrong and they do something wrong and they do something bad. But it's crazy that they look like humans. um and I never realized how human like they could really be, like these robots could really be. And I guess in order to explain artificial intelligence to someone who doesn't know about it, I would obviously say everything I just said, but I would definitely need some sort of visual aid, which I guess I would show them videos of like what we watched in class of these robots that we saw, the Jibo and the robots that look like humans, and I would definitely talk about her more and even maybe have them watch her. And but I think people need to see this for themselves. They need to physically watch a video or physically see these robots in person and interact with the artificial intelligence to actually understand really what they are, and to understand that they are learning and they are these machines that will be becoming more prominent in the world. They're going to be everywhere. So I've always thought of robots and artificial intelligence as a futuristic thing, and I never really thought of it as a right now thing. And I really think we should. I think I should, and I think more people should be aware that these things exist and that they're here now. It's not a future thing, it's a now thing. So yeah.